Text 41. There also arises purification of the sattva, cheerfulness of the mind, concentration, conquest of the organs, and fitness for the realization of the self. By the practice of cleanliness, the sattva material prevails and the mind becomes concentrated and cheerful. The first sign that you are becoming religious is that you are becoming cheerful. When a man is gloomy, that may be dyspepsia, but it is not religion. A pleasurable feeling is the nature of the sattva. Everything is pleasurable to the sattvic man, and when this comes, know that you are progressing into yoga. All pain is caused by tamas, so you must get rid of that. Moroseness is one of the results of tamas. The strong, the well-knit, the young, the healthy, the daring alone are fit to be yogis. To the yogi, everything is bliss. Every human face that he sees brings cheerfulness to him. That is the sign of a victorious man. Misery is caused by sin and by no other cause. What business have you with clouded faces? It is terrible. If you have a clouded face, you do not go out that day. Shut yourself up in a room. What right have you to carry this disease out in the world? When your mind has been controlled, you have control over the whole body. Instead of being a slave to this machine, the machine is your slave. Instead of this machine being able to drag the soul down, it becomes its greatest helpmate. Text 42. From contentment comes superlative happiness. Text 43. The result of mortification is bringing powers to the organs and the body by destroying the impurity. The result of mortification are seen immediately, sometimes by heightened powers of vision, hearing things at a distance, and so on. Text 44. By the repetition of the mantras comes the realization of the intended deity. The higher the beings that you want to get, the harder is the practice. Text 45. By sacrificing all to Ishwar comes samadhi. By resignation to the Lord, samadhi becomes perfect. Text 46. Posture is that which is firm and pleasant. Now comes asana, posture. Until you can get a firm seat, you cannot practice the breathing and other practices. Firmness of seat means that you do not feel the body at all. In the ordinary way, you will find that as soon as you sit for a few minutes, all sort of disturbances come into the body. But when you have got beyond the idea of a concrete body, you will lose all sense of the body. You will feel neither pleasure nor pain. And when you take your body up again, it will feel so rested. It is only perfect rest that you can give to the body. When you have succeeded in conquering the body and keeping it firm, your practice will remain firm, but while you are disturbed by the body, your nerves become disturbed and you cannot concentrate the mind. Text 47. By lessening the natural tendency for restlessness and meditating on the unlimited, posture becomes firm and pleasant. We can make the seat firm by thinking of the infinite. We cannot think of the absolute infinite, but we can think of the infinite sky. Text 48. Seed being conquered, the dualities do not obstruct. The dualities, good or bad, heat and cold, and all the pairs of opposites will not then disturb you. Text 49. Controlling the notion of the exhalation and inhalation follows after this. When posture has been conquered, then the notion of the prana is to be broken and controlled. Thus we come to pranayama, the controlling of the vital forces of the body. Prana is not breath, though it is usually so translated. It is the sum total of the cosmic energy. It is the energy that is in each body, and its most apparent manifestation is the motion of the lungs. This motion is caused by prana drawing in the breath, and it is what we seek to control in pranayama. We begin by controlling the breath as the easiest way of getting control of the prana. Text 50. Its modifications are either external or internal or motionless, regulated by place, time and number, either long or short. The three sorts of motion of pranayam are: one by which we draw the breath in, another by which we throw it out, and the third action is when the breath is held in the lungs or stopped from entering the lungs. These again are varied by place and time. By place is meant that the prana is held to some particular part of the body. By time is meant how long the prana should be confined to a certain place, and so we are told how many seconds to keep one motion and how many seconds to keep another. The result of this pranayam is udhata, awakening the kundalini. Text 51. The fourth is restraining the prana by reflecting on external and internal objects. This is the fourth sort of pranayam in which the kumbhaka is brought about by long practice attended with reflection, which is absent in the other three. Text 52. From that, the covering to the light of the chitta is attenuated. The chitta has by its own nature all knowledge. It is made of sattva particles but is covered by rajas and tamas particles, and by pranayam this covering is removed. Text 53. The mind becomes fit for dharana. After this covering has been removed, we are able to concentrate the mind. Text 54. The drawing in of the organs is by their giving up their own objects and taking the form of the mind stuff as it were. The organs are separate state of the mind stuff. I see a book, the form is not in the book, it is in the mind. Something is outside which calls that form up. The real form is in the chitta. The organs identify themselves with and take the form of whatever comes to them. If you can restrain the mind stuff from taking these forms, the mind will remain calm, and this is called pratihara. Text 55. Thence arises supreme control of the organs. When the yogi has succeeded in preventing the organs from taking the forms of external objects and in making them remain one with the mind stuff, then comes perfect control of the organs. When the organs are perfectly under control, every muscle and nerve will be under control, because the organs are the centers of all the sensations and of all actions. These organs are divided into organs of work and organs of sensation. When the organs are controlled, the yogis can control all feeling and doing. The whole of the body comes under his control. Then alone one begins to feel joy in being born. Then one can truthfully say, "Blessed am I that I was born." When that control of the organs is obtained, we feel how wonderful this body really is.